Hello, my name is Hannah. Today we are building a micro home for 8 Sims. Now you may remember that a bit ago. I don't exactly remember how long ago though. It's been a bit though. I did try and do this before, but I did it with a tiny home because I could not figure out how to put it like all 8 Sims into a 32 tile space. But now that we have bunk beds, I hadn't even thought about that when bunk beds first came out. But now that I was thinking about it the other day, I was like, I could probably fit 8 Sims into, a 32 square tile like area. And I did manage to do it, but I had to fit 3 bunk beds. There's a Murphy bed that sleeps 2 Sims, and then there's 3 sets of bunk beds. So there's 6 like people that are set up for children or teens up in the second floor that you can see now, and then just the 2 like parents kind of things downstairs. And it's very open, but it's kind of how you have to be when you have this many tiles. I feel like it'd be much easier if I did it with 1 floor, but also it kind of breaks up the space, and it also makes it more interesting from the front. And the stairs did have to go upstairs, or outside, not upstairs. That's kind of how stairs work, but they did have to go outside because they would not have fit inside the house. You would not have been able to fit like anything inside the house if you were to put the stairs inside. So I did what I did like the last time, and like most of the times that I make micro homes, I put the stairs outside in the back. I have done it on the side, but on the back you just see it less and it looks a bit more normal. So I did that, and also you can see that I think I made the bathroom actually very small in the end. I remember making it very small, but it is functional. I did test it. You can see in the later part of the video me testing it, and you can see currently you can tell that it's not actually functional for 2 Sims in the downstairs for the Murphy bed, but I do fix that eventually and put the Murphy bed in the middle of those 3 tiles. I also managed to, like, I don't know how I did it, but those 3 beds upstairs, they fit and all of them function, which you can see me messing with later on. And it was very difficult. You don't see like the amount of time and like effort that I was putting in to be like, please just make all 6 beds functional. But I did eventually make it work, and you can get into every one of the beds. And I did decorate it slightly. It's actually probably very expensive, this house. I didn't actually check it. I don't remember how much it is, but I'm imagining it's quite a bit because I was like full on decorating it. I put like a fairly expensive appliances in here, and so it's gonna be expensive. But like it's okay. You wouldn't normally spend this much money to like get like this tiny of a house for your 8 Sims, but like if you want to live the tiny life, then live the tiny life, It's just fun, and your Sims don't really mind that, that much. So, it's for the cute, like, aesthetic kind of thing of living in a micro home. I was just impressed that I could actually do it, because, like, that just seems pretty, unrealistic to fit 8 beds inside 32 tiles, because it fits up, like, half of the space as beds. So, there's not much else you can do in this house but sleeping, eating. Well, like, that's not the point. You can go out and do other things, spend less time in your house. It's beneficial. It's fine. We're all good. They can just leave the house, And so now we are moving on from talking about the house to a story that I do not exactly know how I remembered, because it was in like the second grade that I remembered it. But I was just like thinking of topics. I was like, maybe that one will work. So this takes place in like the second grade, as I said. And we were making self-portraits. Now, if you've ever gone through an art class as a non-artistic kind of kid, you knew that was the worst part of art class, or like, at least in my opinion, making self-portraits is the worst. It is so bad, and they always turn out like really bad. Like, what are they thinking? Especially making like like a first, second grader, like make a portrait of themselves, and we were making it out of glue and like sparkles, like sprinkles, like sparkles, like the non-edible sprinkles. What are they called? I don't know. Couldn't tell you. Glitter. Yeah. Oh god. Sometimes I like forget the dumbest words when I'm recording these voiceovers. Forgot the word for glitter. Wow, that's actually very impressive right there. But we're making it out of that, so you already know it's gonna be really, really bad. So that's what we're doing. And then she had us like come over and like color it, because it was on like paper, and you put like an outline of glitter, and So then you had to like, color it with the thing. So this is where the actual like story part comes in. So we were getting crayons out, and that's already a thing. Crayons and skin tones do not go well together, and like I feel like that my skin tone is fairly represented in, crayons, but like she was very like, yeah, no. And so what happened is she came over, she was like walking through the classroom, my art teacher was. She was walking through, like looking at everybody's progress, and she sits down next to me. And she was just like, okay, maybe not look at your arm when you're trying to find skin color, because that's what she told the rest of the kids to do, was she was like, base it off your arm color. And I just remember in the moment I was going, what? Because like, this is skin color, it's like the same, right? No, apparently, because she was like very like, okay, maybe I'll help you, and that we can like, talk together to try and find one that more fits your face, because apparently my face and my arms in like the 1st, 2nd grade were not similar colors. I don't know, like, because now I was like, when I was thinking about this idea, but like before, I would like put my arm next to my face next in the mirror, and I was like, those are like the exact same color. What do you mean? But apparently she was not like, it was not close enough for my art teacher. I don't know. I don't really have any pictures of me in that grade, nor do I, remember what I looked like. But like, would it have been that bad for it to be slightly off tone? Like, it's a portrait of in an elementary school of my face, and it already looks wrong. Like, it was very ugly. Don't get me wrong. It was very bad already. But like, couldn't it have been slightly off? Because they couldn't have been that far off from my arm, right? It was so weird. Just weirdest experience ever. But we're getting to the end of the video.